Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Nicole Attias with Prospect to Win. So today I wanted to talk about rejection. How do you deal with rejection over the phone? It is one of the most frustrating experiences for salespeople and anyone picking up the phones. You know, you're dealing with moods, you're dealing with people that have been instructed to not transfer the call. You're dealing with so much. And that's why people say, oh, well, I don't need to make cold calls. I don't need to make cold calls. Actually, you do. So whether you are, sourcing your leads through social media, through LinkedIn, through other platforms, through, directories, it doesn't matter, okay? You really do need to pick up the phone. Email is not enough. Social media is not enough. Picking up the phone in conjunction with all these other things is exactly where you should be. So, because the phone, without going on about this, is personal, right? People need to feel that, personal touch, not, oh, okay, they're just robots and we're going to deal with computers all day. That's just not how it goes. So, time for a sip of my coffee before I get into this, because coffee is for closers. Remember that video? So how do you deal with the rejection? The first thing is have a plan, right? The first thing I teach people is to have a plan. What is that magic number? How many calls are you going to be making every day and every week? So you might want to source out your leads on a Sunday night and then make, 20 calls each day. And that would be 20 new connections each day. That would be 100 a week, let's say, to start. That would be an example. If you want to bump it up, you bump it up. If you want to, start with 10 a day, you start with 10 a day. But whatever it is that you're doing, you have a system in place so that okay, I'm spending 30 minutes every day or 1 hour every day to get the prospecting calls done. And by having a system right then and there, you're almost treating it as business development. Well, that's what it is. It's business development, but you're just treating it as this is one thing I need to do as I would drink my morning coffee or brush my teeth, comb my hair, whatever it is. This is yet another activity that you do. You don't question it. You don't think about it. You just do it. And part of understanding that is you're going to get the rejection. You're going to get the, oh, well, I can't talk to you right now. I have to wash my hair, or, whatever excuse they give you. Oh, call me next quarter. I'm not interested, right? Well, maybe they are not interested, or maybe they don't know if they're interested because they just don't want to hear from you, right? So you have to understand what's what, right? So people will say and do anything to get you off the phone if they're not in the mindset. So understanding that, you're going to be less irritated by the rejection you get. And that's half the battle, is understanding what is going to happen, expecting the rejection, but still persisting and understanding I'm going to be making 20 calls every day, regardless of what happens out there. That would be the very first step. And that's the best thing you could do. Because when you're just starting with these calls, or let's say you've been doing it for a long time, right? It doesn't really matter. As long as you have a system, you stick with that system, and then you look at it and say, okay, what happened this week? At least you have something to go by, rather than just like flipping a coin and like randomly, making these calls. That doesn't cut it. It's not going to work. Or a situation where you say, oh, well, this and this came up last Wednesday, so I couldn't make my calls on Wednesday. Really? You couldn't make your calls on Wednesday? You couldn't spare 30 minutes? Because how long does it take to make 20 calls? I would say it takes about 30 minutes. You can't spare 30 minutes a day? You can. So how many hours are in a day? You can't spare 30 minutes? It's like someone saying, well, I can't go to the gym. I can't work out. I have no time. Really? You can't spend an hour out of your day to go and work out? It's because you don't want to. Okay? So when you don't want to make these calls, you're going to find every excuse in the book to not make them. But if you train yourself to be disciplined and stick to it then you know what? You have the rest of your day to do whatever activity you choose to do. So remember, again, coffee is for closers. Go back to that video. There's a clip that I talk about, well, I don't talk about it. There's a movie clip there. Go find that video. It's up there. Coffee is for closers. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Thanks.